What's up, Downriver? This is Brian Martin. I'm proud to bring to you our very first episode of Focus on Veterans. I'm from Post 1136, Wyandotte VFW. I'm the current adjutant of our post. I hold multiple different offices all the way up into the national level. Also the junior vice commander for District 4, which encompasses all of Wayne County. I'm the state director for our Americanism program, and I also sit as the assistant director for our Voice of Democracy and Patriots Pen Youth Scholarship Program. So we're excited, extremely excited this year because the Wyandotte VFW is turning 100 years old in February. So February 19th, 1924, our post was established inside the basement of our first commander's house. We've bought and sold properties throughout those years, and we finally have a permanent home over here on North Line at 639 North Line, Ford Avenue, right across 6th Street, right next to the railroad tracks. So if you haven't been down to our, had an event inside the hall or been into our club room, we would love for you to come on down and see us. So I talked a little bit about the Voice of Democracy, Patriots Pen, and Teacher of the Year program. It's one of the VFWs. This is a program that's done at the national level, and we are super excited about this year particularly. We nominated high school teacher Jason Krajewski for the VFW Teacher of the Year out of Wyandotte. Well, Jason won at the post level. He also won at the District 4 level, so all high school teachers that competed against him in Wayne County. And I'm proud to announce that he also won at the Department of Michigan level, so beat out all high school teachers in the state of Michigan. So a huge congratulations to him. Him and his family are going to come to Kalamazoo later this month as we are proud to honor him along with the students from Voice of Democracy and the Patriots Pen. So just to talk a little bit more about that, we have a youth scholarship program called the Voice of Democracy, which is for high school students, and then a Patriots Pen essay contest, which is for middle school students. The Voice of Democracy is a audio essay with a national scholarship of $35,000. And there's prize money that is won all the way up at the level, all the way up to the national level. So the student will win prize money at the post, at the district, at the state, and then at the national level. Our essays that were submitted this year and our representatives that are going forward to compete at the department level are amazing, amazing essays. And these are our future leaders of the United States, our congressmen and our senators and our tech giants that are going to be taking care of us as we grow older. That kind of leads me into the next thing of, one of the important things that we do in the VFW is our legislative program. Everybody kind of wonders if am I eligible for the VFW? Well, our eligibility is in the name. If you're a veteran of foreign wars, if you served overseas, if you received hostile fire pay, then you're eligible for the VFW. And your number matters, especially when we go to Lansing or we go to Washington, D.C., and we're advocating for veterans' benefits. That's where those numbers matter. So some people might say, well, I don't have the time to join the VFW. I don't have that kind of commitment. It's your number that matters the most. And then when you can participate, when you find the time, that's when you can help out locally. But you joining is just the biggest portion of it. And then we have a auxiliary. We have the auxiliary flag right behind me. That is direct family service members of somebody that is VFW eligible. So a lot of people may join under their grandfather that served in World War II or their father that served in Vietnam. So our auxiliary is just a little bit bigger than our post membership. So we have 365 members currently in the post, and just over that in auxiliary membership. So those numbers really matter when we're advocating for benefits. I'm sure most of you have heard about recently the PACT Act legislation that went through recognizing Gulf War, Afghanistan, and Iraq veterans for their exposure to burn pits and the presumptive conditions that were associated with those. Well, we didn't take very long to jump on top of that, and we learned that from the mistakes that we made pushing the Agent Orange issues down the road. So if it wasn't for the VFW or groups like the American Legion or Military Order of the Purple Heart or AMVETS or all these other veteran service organizations, Downriver for Veterans was one of them. Ann Rudisill was down in Washington, D.C. advocating for this very specific resolution. So, I mean, we're extremely grateful to Downriver for Veterans and their hard work towards the PACT Act. But it's these veterans organizations and your numbers that help us advocate and get these bills turned into law. And now because of that, hundreds of thousands, millions of veterans have benefited from the presumptive service connection of their disability and are now receiving health care because of it. So I thank you all for that support. GI Bill was another education benefit that the VFW fought tirelessly for, and along with other veteran service organizations. So our legislative is probably one of the most important programs that the VFW rallies behind. I'd say our third largest support program, and some would argue that it may be the first, and I touched on it a little bit with the burn pits, but is our service officer program. So we have nationally accredited service officers through the VFW that are throughout the state of Michigan. We have a couple that are located down at the McNamara building in Detroit. I myself am a service officer. I worked out of Wyandotte County. I'm accredited under the NACVSO, which is the National Association of County Veteran Service Officers. So primarily I work with Wyandotte County residents, and we are trying to work to get Wayne County service officers. We currently don't have any right now, and all the service officers are done through groups like the Veteran Service Orgs, like the American Legion, the VFW, and so on. So we want to continue to advocate always for the benefits and the compensation for veterans. So there's a couple other things that we do. We'll help out and assist with pensions, aid and attendance, and also federal and local burial benefits. So the VFW isn't all business all the time either. We are, we have a lot of fun events going on. We have a marquee out in front of the building that constantly is updated and has our local events going on right now. We're rooting for the Detroit Lions through the playoffs, and we're having watch parties for those. We host multiple community service events. We assist with the Purple Heart ceremony. We assist with the Vietnam Veterans Day ceremony. We support the city of Wyandotte during the 4th of July parade. All these events we're proud to be a part of and promote Americanism and patriotism within the community of Wyandotte. Some of the other fun programs we have, our car shows that run from Mother's Day to Halloween every Thursday, along with our famous sliders. We're trying to compete with the legacy of the sliders that used to be in Wyandotte, and we're trying to keep that alive. We offer entertainment once a month, bringing in a live band, and we're super excited for you guys to come down and join us for those events. So to change the image of what the VFW is perceived to be is long gone are the days of a dark, dingy club room with a bunch of old, salty veterans just hanging out at the bar. We are actively engaged in your community, supporting your community, and supporting the veterans specifically within our community. And I am honored to be a part of this very first episode of Focus on Veterans. And we look forward to you coming down to the Wyandotte VFW and coming to see us. Let us know you're a visitor, and we'll make sure that you become part of the family. I mentioned Ann Rudisil earlier from Downriver for Veterans, and I'm proud to call Ann a friend of mine and a true comrade. And she has done tremendous work within the Downriver community, helping all kinds of veterans. And I've had the pleasure of working with her on multiple different projects. And at this time, I'd like you to send your attention over to Ann from Downriver for Veterans. Ann, take it away.
What's up, Downriver? How are you guys in this beautiful, beautiful weather? This is Ann with Downriver for Veterans here in Wyandotte, Michigan. Before we even really start talking, Brian Martin from the VFW 1136 on North Line Road. North Line Road in Wyandotte. Thank you so much, buddy, for the great introduction on DFV. Brian is my brother in arms, and they run a fantastic facility down there, 1136. So if you have events that you want to do, give Brian Martin a call. So let me tell you a little bit about Downriver for Veterans. We started April 6, 2017, and my goal was to help the veterans that are here in the Downriver area because of a lack of places for them to get help. I am an Air Force vet. I was in during Vietnam. I did not have boots on the ground, unfortunately. So far, we have spent over $2.5 million on veterans as far as giving them cars, which I think we're at 44 cars right now, paying rent, utilities. We do a monthly food program where veterans can come in and get food. We have clothing for veterans and their children. There is a variety of things that we've done. We have paid for dentures. We have done a lot for our veterans. There is no stopping where we can go, providing the funds are already there. If you would like to help us out, we are here at 2322 Ford Line in Wyandotte, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 2, if you would like to volunteer. Otherwise, if you would like to help us out monetarily or with furnishings or with clothing or anything like that, please go to our website at www.downriverforveterans.org. We had an amazing event last month that was with NFL players. It was here at our warehouse. We had approximately 15, maybe 20 veterans in here meeting football players, talking about how, NFL players have PTSD just like veterans do. And the communication between the two is really, really good, and it helps the veterans a lot. And I think it also gives the NFL players a sight on what veterans go through. So we had lunch provided by the Dearborn Heights Rotary, and I got one because I nagged them to death. They all got a football signed by the players. They got a Lions Challenge coin, a keychain, and a wristband. And this is our second show. I think we're going to do it again. And it was really, really good.
From the Downriver for Veterans, we'd all like to say, Go Lions!
I want to go over some stuff with you guys that we have coming up in February. On February 16th at the Road Rangers in Taylor, they are doing a fundraiser for us, and it's $10 at the door. They've got 50/50 raffle baskets, and it's going to be a fun event. Please look for the flyer on our webpage. We also have another event coming up the end of February. It's still in the works. It is going to be a big meeting with a lot of different MVAA and things like that are going to come in and tell us the latest and the newest things that be available for veterans. So please look for that also on our website. Okay. I want to thank everybody for joining us on this episode of Focus on Veterans. This will be a monthly program, and it will be on Wyandotte Cable, It will also be on What's Up Downriver YouTube channel. Please join us next month with the American Legion, the VFW, the Victory Gym. This will be an ongoing, a lot of information out there for our veterans and their families. Everybody have a fantastic day.